Well, it's official. We are feeding hay. It is September the 2nd, I believe. Maybe it's the 3rd. I think it's the 2nd. And we've now gone 2 rotations, full rotations around the farm while the grass has been dormant because of no rain. And so we got no grass, or very, very little grass left. So the decision is now to save what we got, so when we do get a rain, it's got a bit of a head start when it comes to regrowing. And now we're just going with the hay. It's not plan A, of course, but you got to have some sort of a plan. Can't just let the animals starve, of course. Not only that, we have to let them, they got to be thriving. If we're going to be eating these animals, they got to be putting on weight every day. So, got to give them what they need. And we can't control the rain. So, hay it is. We just got 18 rolls of hay delivered, most of which are really high quality alfalfa and orchard grass, which we're going to be using to finish the steers. One of which is right there, the red white face in the middle and the black white face back there. Those three have a much higher nutrient requirement than these little 6-month, 5-month-old calves and dry cows. So well, we're only gonna have one. We're really not gonna have any dry cows. We're gonna have one heifer, 3, 4. What do we got? Gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. We got 5 like 6-month-old calves, 1 1.5-year-old heifer, and then these 3 steers, and then our 3 breeding moms, who, yes, they're dry. They're being bred right now. So fortunately, they're not here, because that's even a bigger nutrient requirement. They are over getting bred at the neighbor's bachelor pad. Yes, can I help you? Here's Dubs. Okay, easy, easy. Dubs is growing up. Here's our bottle lamb. He's looking good. Everybody's looking good. That's the main thing. Nobody looks hungry. Just feeding the hay. So those 3 steers, which have a higher nutrient requirement, in about a week, I'm going to separate them out at the 3-month mark before they're butchered. And they're going to be fed a higher quality hay ahead of the rest of the herd. So the rest of the herd, like I said, doesn't have as high of a nutrient requirement. They'll be fed a normal grass hay. And these 3 steers will get the alfalfa orchard grass, which has just a higher protein content. It's going to help them put on the weight that they need to for those last couple months before processing. But not only do we not have rain, look at it. We're looking at the deer over there in the field. I'm sure you can't see it, but it's funny when the cows know that there's another animal around. This fella right here, ears up, eyes downrange, looking at the deer out in that field, which you can't, just below the hill. So we've got dry conditions, but now coming into September, we have the hottest week of the year coming up, which is very strange for this time of year. Monday through Saturday is supposed to be all mid to high 90s, which is strange. I would say our average that time of year is probably high 70s. So we have portions of the farm that just don't have very much shade at all, and so we're skipping that, and we are moving the cows here into this pine grove. There's some oaks mixed in there. So rolling the hay out on the grassy areas where we want the grass to grow back, and all this hay's got some seed heads in it, and It's going to help the grass recover and grow new grass. So we never put the hay under the trees where it's not going to grow, but we're using the trees as a air conditioner. It's much cooler in there, obviously. So for this next week, the cows will be having, half their paddock is going to be in the trees, half of it out here in the grass, rolling out hay for them to eat, poop on, pee on, which is just going to help fertilize the ground. So feeding the cows, fertilizing the ground at the same time, kind of like what we did over the winter time, a little more high density, because we're packing the feed in tighter. But it's funny, all the sheep are still going after just any little bits of grass they can find. Prioritizing that over the hay, but the cows kind of did the same thing for the first 20 minutes in this paddock, and now they're realizing it's good hay, so we're going to eat that. Usually this time of year I'm using the old 1956 Ferguson 40 for brush hogging. The stuff's growing so fast and trying to keep it vegetative, but now for the first time ever we're using it for feeding hay in the summertime. It's a good lesson. Gotta learn how to deal with this stuff, carry a herd through adverse conditions. It's definitely a good lesson. Figuring it out, relying on people that have done this before, and good sound advice, and observation, and just caring for the animals the best that we can. So far, so good. We've also got this year's meat birds brooding. 53 Cornish cross, and then there's 3 new layers mixed in. I'll let you guess who 2 of them are. And then there's one, I think it's that one. Nope, that's a meat bird. We'll find out here in a week when all the meat birds are double their size, but these cute little fellas and a couple ladies, hopefully. They're not going to be so cute so soon. But we don't get them because they're cute, we get them because they're delicious.